Hello, my name is Claudia Tornquist. I am the president and CEO of Kodiak Copper. Kodiak is a copper porphyry exploration company. We're focused on the MPD copper project in southern BC and are just off a large drill program this year with many exciting results.
Claudia, good to see you again. Thanks for catching up. I'm looking at the headlines. I'm seeing lots of drill results coming in, but at 0.17% copper, can this thing ever truly be a mine?
Well, we are confident, and what we are getting in our drill results are some high-grade zones and also long, lower-grade intercepts. And keep in mind, a porphyry system typically consists of one or several high-grade centers and then a large volume of lower-grade mineralization. And you need both for a viable economic mine. So what we are looking for primarily is to find more high-grade centers. We found one at the gate zone, quite sizable, big, 1 kilometer long high-grade center. And we found some more high-grade this year. But we also found long intercepts of lower-grade mineralization, and those are important too. And if you look at the wider area, we have mines in the region, and those give us a good benchmark of what could be economic grades. And Copper Mountain next to us is a big copper mine, and their reserve grade is 0.23% copper and 0.1 gram gold. And their cutoff grade is 0.12% copper. So anything above that goes through the mill. And that's when, like in our last drill result, we get more than a kilometer of 0.17% copper. That's a positive. And yeah, as I said, what is important is to find more high-grade centers. We have the gate zone, and we found high-grade, particularly at the the west zone this year as well, at a new target. So have now 2 high-grade centers that we have already on our list, and lots more targets. So plenty more opportunity to find more.
Right. And you've had enough money to go out and do some drilling. In fact, you've just finished your drill program, as I understand it. Is that correct?
Yes, we've drilled 18,500 meters this year. So big drill program on 5 new targets. And we still have money in the treasury, currently 4 million, which is obviously a very important point at this point in the market, at this time in the market. And as I said, we drilled 18,500 meters, have some results already, but lots more results to come.
Okay, and look, I appreciate that, and I even don't mind the pushback in terms of the comps around the grade, etc., and how it works. But the market's saying something else. Your share price has just not performed this year. So the market's saying we don't understand this, or we don't believe it, or something else. I mean, how do you read that, or how should they read what you were telling them?
But I think we're not alone. Our share price very much declined in line with the general market, which has been very, very weak for the last 1.5 years. I've spoken to many. I was recently at a conference, and a couple of people who've been in the markets for decades say they haven't been seen as weak a market ever. So it's really an exceptionally poor market, and our share price has certainly performed poorly like everybody else's. It's, for me, frustrating to see, but we are still, I believe, in a good situation because we were able to finance this year. We were able to execute a big drill program, have results coming, and many of our peers weren't able to progress their projects. And so I think once the market turns, and it will turn, then we'll be in a good position because we have advanced our project. We will have the results that then really gives us a boost.
Okay, well tell me this then, because we're seeing about a tough market for everyone across the board. It's been risk off, and also recently tax loss season as well doesn't help. But lots of mergers, lots of spin-outs, lots of JVs, lots of people have been crushed in a market like this, surely it makes a lot more sense for you to kind of maybe think of teaming up with someone else, or getting a strategic investor who can maybe take the pain of this away from you.
Well, we have Tech Resources, obviously, as our largest investor, very supportive investor. They invested initially when we made our gate zone discovery. That's now 3 years ago. And we have since financed twice, and they have invested twice more. So have been very supportive, are very aligned with our strategy. And I'm certainly very happy to have them in the boat. They're a fantastic partner.
Right. And who else is gonna help you out?
Well, you're alluding to other strategic investors?
Yeah.
Or?
Well, just because obviously small junior companies at this moment in time, they need all the friends they can get, and they need all the advice, and they need access to capital, to kind of help them, stay in the game. I keep using this phrase, you got to be in the game to play the game. So, who else is there for you?
Well, for now, we have money in the kitty, so we are good to go as we are. And I'm confident we'll be able to raise the next tranche of financing for our next stage of work. I know also that we are on the radar screen of many of the large copper producers because I meet them at conferences and I know they're watching what we are doing. So those are obviously important relationships to develop with all the strategics. And yeah, as I said, Tech is our partner and a very supportive and great partner. And for now, that's where we are.
Okay. So given the drilling that's happened, I know you haven't necessarily analyzed everything and you're in the process of presumably planning for next year. Starting point, $4 million, and maybe that kind of gets you going and you raise money later on when the market changes. But are there any of the early data points suggesting to you need to come at things a slightly different way? Do you need to present different types of information in a different way to the marketplace and maybe get a different response? Or do you feel confident in the way that you have planned the targeting and the drilling this year?
Well, what our aim is now and what we need to show the market and our investors is that we are able to build critical mass and grow the project. We have proven our exploration model with the gate zone discovery. Our exploration model being that there is more higher grade mineralization to depth below all the shallow historic exploration that we have on the property over a wide area. So we've proven that model, that approach at the gate zone. We have now this year applied it to 5 more targets. So far we have results from 3, and all 3 of them we were able to drill mineralization to significant depth. We got some nice high-grade intercepts. So very much our model applies. And we have in total 18 targets at this time on the property, have tested only a handful of them so far. So still have lots more targets on the list for next year and for future exploration to really build significant size. We acquired the MPD project because we thought right from the start, we saw the big footprint mineralization built by previous explorers over many square kilometers. And that told us it's a big system and really has size potential. And that is also what Tech sees in the project. They are a big major company. They're not interested in small projects. The fact that they invested and since then have followed up on their investment several times just tells you that they too believe that this has the MPD has the potential to be a project that is of the size that's interesting for a major, so big project.
Okay. So should we expect more of the same next year with whatever capital you've got plus raise next year? Is it just more of the same? It's all about the drilling. It's all about the discoveries. And that's what we should value. At
this stage, it is about discovery. With Kodiak, it's about discovery and really building critical mass and demonstrating the scale of MPD.
Okay, simple as that. Okay, fine. That works for me. Okay, so in terms of other projects at the moment, are we going to just sort of park them up for now, and it's really about staying focused and driving value at MPD? Yeah,
that's it. Yes, MPD.
Okay.
That's pretty much 100% of our effort. We also have Mojave, our secondary project, which we acquired actually at the same time, and which is an interesting project in its own right. But we had success at MPD right in our maiden drill program, so really never got around to doing anything at Mojave, and we are looking at potential options how to generate value from that project for our investors.
Okay, well, I better let you go and deliver that, because it's been a good year for you this year, I think. And if it's more of the same in a better environment, hopefully that will get some recognition that it deserves. Appreciate your time today, Claudia. Thank you.
Thank you.